Financial independence is often associated with the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, but it doesn't necessarily involve retiring early. Many people seek to achieve financial independence even if they have no plans to retire in the near future or even retire at all. If you don't plan on stopping work early in life, what's the point of making strides to reach financial independence before your 60s or 70s? Well, the fact is, becoming financially independent has many benefits that you might be overlooking. Although there are many critics of the FIRE movement, becoming financially independent is a worthwhile goal to reach. Generally, someone who is financially independent is able to live the life that they choose, or at least live comfortably, without having to go to work. This almost always comes in the form of investment income from stocks or real estate. Reaching this point requires some sacrifices, assuming you didn't get lucky and receive a large windfall in the form of a lottery win or large inheritance. While some people think luck has a lot to do with gaining financial freedom, consider that your chances of winning the lottery are 1 in 300 million, and most people don't receive an inheritance at all. Here are 7 of the best reasons to focus your efforts on the goal of financial independence. The number 1 reason is important enough to make achieving this a high priority. My name is Chris, and I help teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Number 7. You'll be able to learn new skills. Having financial security and not having to work for a living provides you the ability to spend time learning something new. Often, these new skills are profitable and end up generating more money than what you previously made at your job. You might become better at investing in the stock market, learn more about real estate, start a business, or even become more educated to make a higher wage at a job. It might just be a hobby that unintentionally turns profitable. If you really like golfing, perhaps you could become a professional and start giving others lessons. Or maybe you're an excellent baker and decide to sell baked goods, allowing you to not only spend time doing what you love, but get paid to do it. Those that spend their entire week working often don't have the energy or time to spend on new things that they're passionate about. Number 6. You'll have income security. Many employees cling to the misconception of job security when working for someone else, but for most, job security is merely an illusion. Most companies do not have their employees' best interest in mind and wouldn't hesitate to let them go with little notice. After all, to survive the competition, a business's goal is to maximize profits by leveraging their employees. How many people do you know that were let go from their employer after many years when they were assured security? What if you become mentally or physically unable to work, or if someone in your family becomes so and needs you to quit your job? When you're financially independent, there's little worry about where your next check is coming from. While investment value does have the tendency to fluctuate, it's something you can rely on for the most part, and it provides another level of financial security. Number 5. You'll be more prepared for the unknown. There are so many unknowns with money and life in general, but the good news is that those who plan to reach financial independence early are some of the best planners and are prepared for a variety of surprises. These people don't loosely consider their finances, expenses, and unknowns and expect to live a long and prosperous retirement. They regularly analyze their spending, monitor their income and investments, and consider many scenarios looking for ways to increase their income. While no one can be prepared for every situation, these types of people are some of the best planners and analyzers. Just take a look at how many people lose their hats when there's a recession and contrast that with someone who is seeking financial independence. One group of people is far worse off than they were before the recession, and the other group is usually wealthier due to their opportunistic mindset. Number 4. You can set priorities. It's important to know your priorities when setting out to achieve financial independence. Ideally, you'll have a clear and consistent why for wanting to achieve this goal. Do you plan on spending time raising your children, traveling, or starting a new career without the stress of needing to earn a stable income from a job? Most people set their goal to achieve financial independence because they want to focus on what's important to them. Setting priorities will also help balance your life. For example, if your goal is to spend more time with your kids, you probably don't want to ignore them for 10 years while you focus on achieving financial independence. It's important to appropriate your energy in a balanced manner. Number 3. You'll have much more potential. The freedom that comes with financial independence provides much more potential in all areas of your life. You'll have plenty of leverage to further build wealth if you want to become very rich, as you can continue to work a job that's more enjoyable. If your calling is helping people, you can dedicate the rest of your life towards doing that without having to worry about earning money. You could travel and see the world if that seems like something you'd really want to do before you die. What would your boss say if you said that you need more time to travel the world? Think of the difference you can make if you don't have to work versus someone who spends the majority of their waking hours earning a paycheck. Spending most of your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s working a job really restricts your ability to focus on activities of your choice. Number 2, you'll be less stressed. Money issues are the number one cause of stress in the United States, with 72% of Americans having worried about money during the past month. That's a staggering statistic that many people don't realize. Money is also the number one cause of divorce. This stress can lead to anxiety, depression, heart problems, and other long-term health issues that could otherwise be avoided for the most part. If you can minimize the main cause of stress in your life, why wouldn't you? Being financially free can reduce arguments about money, negative feelings about spending, and feeling anxious about not having enough to meet obligations. Financially free people must be accustomed to living below their means. Some people scoff at this because they don't want to save their money until they're too old to spend it. Consider that no one really enjoys cutting back on spending, but what they do want is to minimize their money worries. Only spending a portion of your earnings, while not always fun, can reduce the stress of a money shortage. Consider how stressful it is to live paycheck to paycheck and keep up with the Joneses. Compare that to having financial freedom and decide which you'd prefer. Number 1, you'll have more options. This is probably the best part of reaching financial independence and what most of us really want. The ability to make choices without being restricted by our work schedule is extremely liberating, even if you still need to keep a budget. Who knows where you'll be in 5, 10, or 15 years, but chances are that it will be somewhere of your choice when you're not stuck working a job in perpetuity. You could move to a new city to feel it out, go abroad for a year, homeschool your kids, volunteer, or take a lower-paying, stress-free job, just to name a few. If you enjoy your career choice and you decide to keep working, you can continue doing that and decide to retire whenever you want. You could even take some time off and go back to work after a few years. Having options in life can really help your finances long-term, too. For example, picking up a job during a market crash so you can purchase assets at a discount can be greatly rewarding. As you can see, achieving financial independence has many benefits besides not having to work. Eliminating or reducing the main cause of stress has the ability to greatly improve the quality of your life and the lives of those around you. You'll also have the freedom to do as you choose within reason. That's something most people never achieve, but instead spend days longing for. Sure, there will be some sacrifices that you'll need to make early on, but many of these benefits are priceless. Financial freedom is something most people unfortunately never get to experience, and years of their lives slowly slip away. Consider the major advantages of being financially free, and you'll most definitely find that cutting out a few expenses now for these many future benefits will be worth it.